Do you like turkey sandwiches? Then you'll love the new premium carb turkey and bacon sub at Subway restaurants. It's oven roasted just right, sliced thick just the way you like it. And just when you think it can't get any better, look out. It's got crispy bacon in there too. Order one today on your choice of freshly baked bread. Then select any veggies you want to make your premium carb turkey and bacon sub uniquely yours. It's a great sub for people who really like turkey. Subway, fresh is what we do.
Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good evening, folks. And thank you for tuning in with me once again to another edition of True Conservative Radio. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you for tuning in with me. Let me tell you, I decided to go ahead and throw this spontaneous weekend edition of True Conservative Radio. I know that in the last program, a lot of the listeners were bombarded with my complete jadedness of the whole entire political and social landscape here in America. But unfortunately, folks, I am human. We all have mood swings. We all become a little overwhelmed, so to speak, and we end up, talking out, our asses, with all due respect. And I wanted to say that I am going to continue to do these broadcasts. I decided to do this weekend edition because, first of all, I have enough time allotted to go ahead and do it. And secondly, I know that I have been absent from the Blog Talk Radio scene for some time. And once again, before we get into the whole entire program, I want everybody to please bookmark the radio website, which is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And please bookmark the blog site, the True Conservative blog site. That's at Ghost Politics, plural, ghostpolitics.blogspot.com. Please bookmark that page, and please, if you want to support the True Conservative Radio Show, please patronize the sponsors at ghostpolitics.blogspot.com. Patronize those sponsors, click on those sponsors right there, and you will be supporting True Conservative Radio, and I really appreciate your patronage. Now, we got a whole bunch of things to talk about this evening. It is a free format edition of True Conservative Radio, and what we're going to do here is just go right into a whole bunch of a variety of different subject matters. I may not go the whole entire hour and a half with this program because I do have family here, folks, and it is the weekend, that sort of thing, but I'm going to continue to try to do a broadcast here. Now, I want to go back to what I was talking about in the last show because once again, I have been bombarded. I mean, just email after email of idiots that were out here trying to, put me on a pedestal of Charles Manson or something because I am showing no sympathy to Octomom. And I know that most of the listeners out there right now are rolling their eyes right now. They're saying, oh, good Lord, here we go again with Octomom. But I think it's a very serious subject matter because I can't believe that I'm actually getting emails from ass clowns that are out here showing sympathy to this ditzy broad. Now, first and foremost, if you want me to drop this subject matter about Octomom, I strongly advise all you ass clowns to stop emailing me about it. You're pissing me off. I don't appreciate it, all right? This is a sick maniac, this Octomom, all right? She is a disgusting, despicable specimen of humanity. This is a woman who is the poster child of the feminist movement, folks. This imbecile, this Nadia Suleman, this broad is what I've been talking about all along on this program when I attempted to facilitate discourse on feminism on this program. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Some single dumbass female out here, unemployed, still lives with her mammy. She decided to go out and have 6 children, and then she decided to go ahead and, she wanted to have a huge family, according to her, ever since she was a stupid teenager. Some stupid teenage bimbo out there. She had this wild-eyed fantasy to become some sort of big family. So she went to some mad scientist and decided to get some genetic freak show embedded in her ovaries or some crap And lo and behold, we have Octomom. 8 children born at the same time. And you mean to tell me that you people that are emailing me showing sympathy to this broad, you mean to tell me that this is justified? How is this justified, folks? It isn't justified. It is not justified, but the damn feminist and liberal media, they want you to believe that it's justified. They want to equate what Nadia Suleman, this sick, sadistic lunatic, they're trying to justify her actions and equate it to woman liberation. That's right, folks. They're trying to equate this sick lunatic to woman liberation, and I told you pieces of crap so all along. Every time I approach the feminist question on this program, this is what I alluded to, folks. This is the future of America. Nadia Suleman, you know why she can get away with this malarkey? You want to know why? What have I been saying all along, folks? To all the people that listen to me on a consistent basis, what have I been saying? We have an entitlement system that justifies this type of activity. We have a liberal entitlement system, a judicial system, and an education system that somehow endorses this activity, somehow embraces this activity, somehow justifies single parenthood, somehow justifies this ridiculous notion that if you have 14 children and you're single and you have no job and you live with your mom, that somehow having 14 children is woman liberation. And that's the feminist movement, folks. I don't care what you idiot feminists try to tell me. That is the feminist movement. And we can't have this anymore, folks. That's why I continue to do this commentary, because we can't have this crap. It makes me sick to my stomach, folks. It makes me sick to my stomach because the reason that we are in the economic situation that we're in, the reason that we're seeing the credit crunch, the reason that we're seeing foreclosures going out the wazoo is because we had people irresponsible with their lives, folks. Completely irresponsible. We had a public education system, a government-funded public education system that did not show the people how to participate in their own government. We had a pussified justice system that basically rewarded women out here. Yeah, that's right. Under this new feminist notion, they actually reward women out here who decide to become a desperate housewife, some evil Longoria whore bag, or some sort of what's the other? All those stupid broads. Sarah Jessica Parker, all those stupid broads that are out here trying to play the power of suggestion into your home every time you turn on the television set, folks. Believe me, I am starting to become keenly aware of what is going on here in America, and that's why I come up on here and conduct these broadcasts. Hopefully, folks, and I hope that at some point there are some synapses sparking in the brains of those of you who listen to this broadcast. Whether you listen to me live, whether you listen to me in the archive, it doesn't matter, folks. This is America, damn it. The land of opportunity, not the land of handouts. Repeat that in your thick, numb skulls, you dumb American ass clowns. This is the country, America, the land of opportunity, not the land of handouts. You got to excuse me, folks. I know I'm going a little bit off the wall early here in the program, but this is a free format, true conservative radio weekend edition, and I think that certain things need to be reinforced. Certain things need to be reinforced, and that's exactly what I'm doing right here on the True Conservative Radio program. Anyway, folks, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. Well, let me calm down, folks, before I have a damn coronary here on the microphone. I'm going to take a drink here. There we go. Whew. Luckily, this damn show is only an hour and a half. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, folks, once again, the reason that I continue to conduct these broadcasts on a consistent basis, or at least an attempt on a consistent basis, is because America is going down a road that is unprecedented. And I know that there are very seldom news outlets that attempt to highlight the seriousness of the, American situation, so to speak. And what do I talk about when I speak of the American situation? I'm talking about the unprecedented economic precedent of consuming more than we produce. I'm talking about setting the unprecedented economic precedent of printing money out of thin air. I'm talking about sitting here and having the government's, I don't know what the government's doing. Like I said before, you got this Secretary of Treasury, Tim Geithner, whatever his fruity name is, all right? This guy has become a government hedge fund operator, all right? This guy's taking all this government money, which is our money, damn it, which is the taxpayers' money. He's basically going out here and, he's buying stock, preferred stock in this bank. He's buying preferred stock in that bank. He's buying stock in everything that needs a bailout out here, and lo and behold, if for some reason the government decided to exchange those preferred stocks into common stocks, all of a sudden the government becomes the majority owners of most of these investments disguised as stimulus packages and bailouts and all this other malarkey. And what really pisses me off, folks, what really chaps my ass, is that I, look around the Blog Talk Radio Network. I look around at all these so-called political mouthpieces around these internet parts, and they make me sick, all right? They make me absolutely sick because they are only endorsing the problem. These so-called Beltway insiders, these so-called imbeciles that somehow get these interviews with these power-hungry autocrats, and all they're doing is propping them up, propping their illusion that they actually give two rat's asses about the American people, when in actuality they're selling us down the river. And if you don't believe that they're selling us down the river, folks, why don't you take a look at what they're doing just recently? I mean, you can take a look as far back, who the hell knows when. But just recently, go take a look at how many of your taxpaying dollars are being spent on absolute garbage. Taxpayer.net is the website to go to if you really are interested in how your taxpaying dollars are being delegated out here, how they're just being thrown at ridiculous projects like studying pig odor and $30 million to save a rat in San Francisco. It's just ridiculous, folks. This is what we're doing with America. And then we've got Obama sitting here pandering to the lowlifes out here, pandering to the losers. All right, and if you happen to be somebody who's in a bad situation, hey, with all due respect, tough titty, all right? Tough titty out here. I'm sick of these people that, I'm going to lose my house, man. You're going to lose your house with all due respect because you financed a damn $250,000 house on a $30,000 a year income, and now that $30,000 a year job, which was never secure to begin with, all of a sudden decided to either, lay you off or went out of business or whatever the situation might be, and now you're sitting there with your pecker shaft in your hand, not knowing what the hell to do. And instead of going out there and doing whatever it takes to at least, at the very minimum, folks, anybody who understands credit, understands our economic system, if you don't, take some notes, because this is something you need to understand. All of you idiots. All this unsecured debt that you got out here, I'm talking about these credit cards. I'm talking about these idiots that took a chance on you and decided to give you about $1,800 worth of credit or $1,500, $500, and they're sitting here charging you about 21% interest or whatever the case might be. If you can't pay those, don't pay them, all right? I mean, I find it ridiculous that you've got people in America that are struggling to pay these, debtors that are unsecured debt. I'm talking about these credit cards and all this malarkey. They're real quick to pay that so that it can suffice them with an extra, couple of dollars to get through the month, when they should be worrying about the secured debt. And what is secured debt, folks? Well, I'll tell you what secured debt is. It's the house that the bank decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and take a risk on this imbecile because, that's what banks do. They take all the money that people put in a bank, and the bank then invests it in a variety of different fashions, whether it's loaning the money out to other people trying to take out personal loans or business loans or anything of that nature, and they charge interest on that. And as a result, that's how your money gains interest when it's in the bank, you morons. I know there's a lot of people in America that believe that when you put it in a bank, this magical, low percentage interest that just accumulates on a monthly basis or on an annual basis, however your bank runs it, somehow comes out of thin air. Like some sort of magical interest fairy. Just go ahead and sprinkle some sort of money on your stupid savings or checking account. You people are morons. You people need to start understanding what the financial institutions are, how they relate to your lives, and that's all there is to it. That's why I have no pity for people that are out here crying, saying, oh, I can't do it. The reason you can't do it is you didn't plan right, you Nimrod. The reason you can't do it is because you're out here, you spent more than you actually earned, and now it's kind of coming to bite you in the derriere, and you don't know what the hell to do. And what's even more sick is that these same losers are looking to Barack Obama and are looking to the damn government to bail them out. What about the working man, huh? What about the hard-working man? That's what I don't understand about this communist takeover of America. I want everybody just to think about this for a second. All these, so-called strategies, these stimulus packages, and all this legislation that has come out of this Democrat liberal government, whether it really doesn't matter which way you look at it, the Congress, the executive is all liberal, so they're in power, folks. And all the legislation that's been initiated has all been communist or socialist in nature. And if you have ever read that stupid moron, Karl Marx's rhetoric, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm a moron or something, but didn't he put emphasis on the working man, you morons, huh? Never did I see, first of all, I'm not trying to promote Karl Marx in any regard. I think Karl Marx was a moron, and luckily his gravesite is not within 200 or 300 miles of my vicinity because I'd go take a dirty diarrhea dump on it. But I just don't understand how this version of communism or this version of socialism has somehow encapsulated, this uprising of socialism, to help the morons, the losers of society. I mean, that's what this brand or this version of communism and socialism that's being implemented in America, that's what it caters to. It caters to the absolute pathetic losers of society. That's why you're seeing increases in these stimulus package checks, these stimulus package legislations. You're seeing increases in welfare. You're seeing increases in food stamps. You're seeing increases in all this ridiculous social programs that does nothing but stagnate a portion of America to want to do nothing but to continue to accept government subsidies and government checks. And this is what I've been saying 2 years on this program, folks. I've been saying this for 2 years, that right now, and the way it's been the past few years in America, the way the system is currently set up, thanks to the liberals and the feminists that have infiltrated this system, the way it's set up is we are actually embracing, condoning, supporting this type of activity that promotes single parenthood, that promotes women having about 4 or 5 different children from 4 or 5 different families. 4 or 5 different fathers, excuse me. We actually have legislation that promotes this, folks. And where do the working family, I'm talking about the man and the woman who stayed together, who have some moral integrity, who have moral compass, who believe in the sanctity of marriage, where are these poor folks left to do? They're left to fend for themselves, right? They're the ones actually paying for these losers. They're the ones paying for the people that financed a $300,000 house on a $35,000 a year income. The working man is actually the one who's going to be double taxed because of this malarkey, and it's garbage, folks. There is no reason whatsoever that one should be penalized for individual accomplishment, folks. Don't you understand that this was America, the land of opportunity? And I hate to keep repeating it, but it bears repeating because obviously Americans are so stupid at this point in time in history that they need things repeated to them about 50 million times. So I'm going to repeat it again, folks. America was the land of opportunity, not the land of handouts, you morons. All right? This isn't Bolshevik Soviet Union here, all right? This isn't East Berlin, for heaven's sake. This is America, where you could be born into absolute poverty. And if you are persistent and patient and ambitious, and you feel like you have the ability to progress more than what you are in your current situation, you can do that. There's nothing holding you back, folks. But the American dream at this point, and I don't want to be a gloom and doom person. Believe me, I wish I was optimistic. I wish I could tell folks, yeah, we're gonna bounce back. You know, it's gonna be the roaring 20s again. Everybody's just gonna be making. They're gonna have fat pockets, and everybody's just gonna be indulging in materialism, and you know, everybody's gonna have T-bone steaks every night. I wish I could tell you that, folks. But look at what is happening to our country. All right, look at how these people are just printing money out of thin air, folks. They are depleting the integrity of our currency. And sooner or later, it doesn't matter if you make $50,000 a year or $300,000 a year. It's meaningless, folks. I mean, we need to get down to brass tacks here. We need to bring some economy back into America. And I'm talking about true economy. We shouldn't be throwing money at garbage, you know. $1.7 million to study pig odor, $30 million to save a fruity-ass rat. We shouldn't be blowing money on this crap. What we should be doing, and what the president should be doing, is acting like a damn leader. Instead of acting like some stupid, loan shark or some peddler or something, some idiot that's, throwing a penny at one of these panhandlers on the street or something. That's what he's doing. That is what he is doing, folks. And what he should be doing is being a leader and saying, you know what, we need to have some sort of a conference in America and bring the greatest minds, the greatest business minds, the greatest scientific minds, the greatest innovative minds. Bring them all together at some big conference, and the president should take it upon himself to ask the American patriots amongst this group to find out what are the future needs of the world, what are the future needs of America. And once they compile this list of the future needs, not wants, folks, the future needs of America and the world, that's when the president should make the initiative into the private sector and say, hey, we need to produce these products that are going to fulfill these needs of the future, because innovation is the only thing that's going to make America pull through this economic turbulence, folks. We need another innovation like the computer. We need another innovation like the automobile. But we can do it, folks, but damn it, we don't have leadership that's doing it correctly. And that's why I continue to do this broadcast, folks. That's why I continue. I'm not a damn Democrat. Hell no, I'm not a Democrat. And I'm not a Republican. I'm a conservative, damn it. And I believe in America, and I believe in the Constitution, but right now I am not in love with the American people. I think the American public sucks. But, folks, it is not our fault. And I try to keep repeating that in my head. I try to keep telling myself it's not the American people's fault. The reason the American public sucks is because they didn't have a choice. You had a pussified, feminized, liberalized education system that basically, with all due respect, pussy pampered these children they were just overpaid babysitters. And if you happen to be a teacher or an administrator in a public education system and you're taking offense to this, piss off, all right? Because you're the problem, you piece of crap, all right? You didn't teach our children to do diddly. And now they're out here, with their pecker shafts in their hand, not knowing what in the hell the future is going to have for them. It's this damn education system, and then you compound the fact that we've got a feminized and liberalized media system. I'm talking about music. I'm talking about TV. I'm talking about films who implement the power of suggestion on your family, folks. And every time I say this, I don't think people understand the seriousness of that particular assertion. The power of suggestion over your family. That means every time the television is on, and your children or your grandchildren or anybody who is susceptible to the power of suggestion of this media are going to be susceptible to absorbing these powers of suggestion. And that's why there is no coincidence that there could be, if there was a non-biased study and a true study based on statistics, observation, and past statistical studies, I bet you money that there is a direct correlation with the social ills of society and the media, and I'm talking about all of the media. I'm talking about news also. I'm talking about the way news is covered. I'm talking about how, we were in 2 wars here, and we're still in 2 wars as far as I know. And yet, what's the damn lead story in most of these damn programs? Oh, Paris Hilton has got a chihuahua on her crotch. Oh, Lindsay Lohan has got a girlfriend. And here, Chris Brown gave Rihanna a first-class beatdown. I mean, this is the headlines of our news outlets, the outlets that people use to somehow be informed or somehow be educated about current events. All right, they're not doing us any justice, folks. That's why if you were on the internet, folks, and you're still gathering your news and information through the television, you are intellectually lazy, and it's your fault that you're so stupid at this point. But then you look at the music, and I know I've been critical of the music industry, and I'm going to continue to be critical of it because I find it rather absurd that you have these big-time music conglomerates, entertainment conglomerates that are making millions upon millions of dollars about glorifying, images of the ghetto that are being concocted out of the imaginations of idiots that are exploiting an actual epidemic. Now, what do I say? What do I mean by that? Well, let's go back to what I've been suggesting about rap. First of all, rap is crap. And the reason rap is crap, folks, is because every gangster rapper that has come out and decided that, oh, I'm the baddest rapper alive, I'm busting caps, I'm pimping hoes, I'm out here drinking 4 O's, I'm killing people, I'm drug dealing, all these assertions that they make, all this audible and visual imagery that they're concocting in these rap musics, the people delivering this message never lived the life that they're claiming that they live on the record, folks. And I guarantee you that 99.9% of these rappers out here have never seen the ghetto, and if they have seen the ghetto, they were probably the 4-eyed bookworms that actually, did something right in life and decided, well, I can go ahead and exploit this idea of, a gangster rapper. And who's the one profiting off this? I mean, I know that the rappers get, the chump change after they, after they go ahead and go out and, produce a couple of records, go on tour. But who gets the crux of this money? Well, it's these multimedia conglomerates that are out here pushing in our faces out here. And that's why I say rap is crap. It's no longer the way it used to be, folks. I mean, I'm talking about the rock music, too. I'm not going to leave rock out of it. I mean, have you seen rock lately? I mean, rock and roll, or what you want to call rock and roll, or alternative, or whatever the crap is, all right? They look like they just, came out of a damn, fruit bowl, San Francisco, gay pride parade or something. And I don't mean to be disrespecting anybody who happens to think that, this modern-day rock stardom or this modern-day rock imagery is somehow chic or somehow fashionable. But, folks, with all due respect, most of these people that are out here, basically, conducting all this rock imagery and the rap imagery, like I said, these people are being funded. They are being funded by the liberal and feminist media who is asserting the power of suggestion on your children. That's what they're doing, folks. That's the way it is, and that's why I'm going to continue to come up on here in hopes of having you, folks, and I'm talking about the people who listen to me, whether live or in the archive. I need your folks' help. I need you to help me. We need to spread the word of true conservative radio out here. Go to the blogs, go to the chat rooms, go everywhere and post these widgets or post the links. Because, folks, I'm giving you as it is. I'm a true American. I love America. I love the Constitution. I want to continue to preserve what we used to know of as America. We've become too decadent. We've become too materialistic. We've become too self-absorbent. And we need to start understanding that there's something better than being some ridiculous Nimrod who's going to, somehow sell themselves out to some ridiculous imagery that doesn't make sense and doesn't even exist. This is what I'm saying, folks. I need your help. I'm a conservative, damn it. I'm a conservative. And I will be a conservative until the day I die. I have lived the conservative lifestyle all my life, folks. And it sickens me. It sickens me to see America and what it's turned into. I mean, does it sicken you? Ask yourself that. Does it sicken you? Or are you one of these liberals and these feminists that are out here, tickling your NAD sack, thinking it's a great day, thinking that socialism and communism is somehow the answer to social order out here? It's ridiculous! Folks, if you're within the sound of my voice, I strongly advise you to go to your nearest search engine, look up the Constitution, print it out, and put it in your pocket! I'm sorry, folks, if I'm getting too out of hand here. I'm sorry that I'm getting too out of hand, but, folks, I mean, this is what I believe in here, all right? I'm not some moron that's just going to give you, one side of the perspective because, it's fashionable to do so. Anyway, folks, we are approaching the second hour here, or the second half of the first hour, I should say, here on True Conservative Radio. I am your host, the man they call Ghost. Once again, I want to thank everybody who's tuning in with me live. This is a special weekend edition. Of course, it's spontaneous in that regard. But typically I have my broadcast Monday through Friday between the hours of 11:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central Time. Please bookmark the webpage at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, you'll be up to date on what is the latest radio show, when we're going to have the latest live broadcast, and that sort of thing, folks. And by all means, please also put to your favorites and bookmark my blog site, the True Conservative blog, at ghostpolitics.blogspot.com. And if you want to support the show, folks, please, patronize the sponsors at that website, folks. That's ghostpolitics.blogspot.com. And we need your support, folks. I mean, we need to come together, damn it. All right? I mean, we need to stop looking at the boob tube and thinking it has the answer. We have to come up with the answer. How do we come up with the answer? Well, we have discussions on mediums like this. Or you listen to commentary in mediums like this, and you absorb it. You let it, float around in your head a little bit. And hopefully you'll understand, and maybe not agree with everything that yours truly says, but maybe understand where I'm coming from, folks, because we need to get back to there. We need to get back to emphasis on the Constitution. We need to get back to emphasis on American opportunity, America in general. Sooner or later, folks, we're not going to know what in the blue hell America is any longer. And what the hell does that mean? That means exactly what it means, folks, this immigration situation. And I know that these left-wing, long-haired, liberal, bedwetting hippies are going to try to spin this illegal immigrant situation, and they're going to throw a humanitarian spin on it, folks. They're good at doing that. They're good at throwing a humanitarian spin on the subject matter of illegal immigration, folks, but, I mean, there is no official number on the amount of illegal immigrants Last I checked, which was 2 years ago, it's over 30-plus million. I wouldn't be surprised if it's doubled that. But, folks, these people are coming in here illegally, setting up shop, degrading the cost of labor, folks. They're the ones bringing the costs of labor down because, well, some scumbag, treasonous employer will look at an illegal immigrant and say, well, I can pay them under the table. I can pay them below minimum wage or industry standard. I don't have to get them any kind of health insurance. I don't have to do anything for this piece of crap. Hey, why not? This immigration situation needs to be rectified. And I'm not talking amnesty. I am not talking amnesty, folks. And let me tell you, that's what this damn administration is going to suggest. All right? I'm going to call it now. I've already called it before, but I am calling it now. Within the next 3 to 4 months, all right? Mark my word. Within the next 3 to 4 months, this administration is going to call for amnesty for all the illegal immigrants that are in this country. And that's going to even cause a horrific wave of migration into this country so that everybody can get dibs on this amnesty before it happens. Folks, we cannot give these people amnesty. We need to instill the integrity of the American citizen. The people that spill blood for this country, damn it, don't you understand that? That there's people that spill blood for this country? You selfish ass clown! They spill blood for this country, you idiot! Now, people always ask me, well, Ghost, you know, you talk a lot about this immigration situation. What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to get buses and round these people up and just throw them aboard and send them across the border or on a boat or something of that nature? No. First of all, that would cause a domestic uprising from these people that are illegally here. I mean, we already saw what they did a couple of years ago back in California, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. So what do? Folks, it's very simple, all right? It's very simple. All the American government has to do is cut funding. Cut funding to sanctuary cities. Cut funding to these sanctuary religious institutions. Cut government funding to these people. All right, I'd like to see a city get by without government funding because they decided to be a sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. They're not going to get by. That city's going to go bankrupt, folks. And the people, the American citizens, the working man and woman are going to say, you know what, we don't want these illegal immigrants in here. Get them the hell out. Why is my federal funding to my city being withheld because these damn illegal immigrants are here? That's what we need to do, folks, and that will solve the problem to illegal immigration. I'm all for people from other countries coming into this country legally. And I know that it's a hell of a bureaucratic process, and I know that it's a situation, but, folks, that's the way it is. We need to nip this illegal immigrant situation in the bud. And like I said, we can't round these people up. We can't put them on buses. We can't put them on a boat. So what do? The federal government takes charge and says we are going to cut federal funding to the cities that provide sanctuary to these illegal immigrants. And I guarantee you that the illegal immigrant situation will start curbing itself. But that's not the only thing. Not only should we cut funding to sanctuary cities for these illegal immigrants, we should prosecute the people that are employing these illegal immigrants. All right? We need to prosecute them. They are committing treason, folks, in my view. They are committing treason by sitting here and employing illegal immigrants in an economic turbulent time out here. I think that we need to seriously prosecute CEOs. We need to prosecute business owners. We need to prosecute these people if they are employing people from other countries that are in this country illegally. So you do both those things, I guarantee you, all of a sudden these immigrants are going to be fleeing back across the border where they came from. And I got something here in the chat room saying that we need to shore up the borders. Well, that goes without saying. We need to do something and have a serious border discussion. I don't know if it's a wall. I don't know if it's extra surveillance. I don't know if it's Minutemen, I don't know what it takes, but we need to shore up our borders and make sure that none of these people can just come in on, with a couple of their compadres and a damn ice chest of beer. We can't let these people come in. We can't let them do it. Folks, the illegal immigrant situation is a part of the reason why our economy is in shambles. I mean, just take a look at all the layoffs. And I called this, folks. I had said that this economic collapse was coming 2 years ago. And you can look back in the archive if you don't believe me. But at the time, Republicans and Democrats alike were sitting here calling me a kook, calling me a nut, saying, "Oh, the American economy is so great, Ghost. We're not going nowhere. We're so rich. Everything is so great." And then, well, lo and behold, what happened? The financial institutions started crippling. And as a result, people started laying off. People stopped spending because the damn credit froze. You know, and lo and behold, we are in the economic turbulence that we're in. And part of the economic turbulence now, all right, it wouldn't be that bad had there not be these illegal immigrants in this country that are taking up the jobs for Americans that have been laid off, folks. And we're getting thousands upon thousands of layoffs. I mean, do you understand? Thousands upon thousands of layoffs are happening every single month. I think the unemployment rate on a national scale is 9%, or at least pushing 9%. We've got 20% unemployment rates in certain parts of the country. We got people trying to migrate to other parts of the country where the damn unemployment rate is a lot lower. I mean, this is a serious situation out here, but what's unfortunate is we have about, who the hell knows, 30, 60 million illegal immigrants in here who are getting paid under the table, that are getting paid cheaper than minimum wage, that are undercutting American people, and this includes veterans, this includes descendants of people who fought in wars, spilt blood for this country. These people are undercutting all of us, folks, and it's a shame. And I'm talking about you business owners too, and you CEOs, you pieces of crap that are out here employing these illegal immigrants. You people are traitors, all of you. You're a traitor. And you should be prosecuted accordingly. You're going to you're basically you're providing sanctuary and labor to an invader. It's an invasion, folks. Let a whole bunch of Americans, all right, so let's say 30 million Americans decide, okay, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and migrate to this country illegally. We're just going to go into this country over here, whatever country. I'm not going to name any specific country. But let's say 30 million Americans say, we're going to this country whether the country likes it or not. We're going to go over the gates. We're going to go in at night. We're going to go in incognito, underground, whatever it takes to go in and work in this country. Folks, that's an invasion. That's an invasion, and that's exactly what the Democrats and these liberals and these feminists are justifying when they throw this humanitarian spin on this whole immigration issue. Don't be fooled by it, folks. And mark my word, folks, I am a political prognosticator. For all the folks that listen to me on a consistent basis, you know that I have called a lot of things in the past, and it's not because I'm some sort of political prophet. It's because I am not a moron like the majority of the American people. But mark my words, folks, within the next 4 to 5 months, the administration, the Obama administration, the Congress, they are going to attempt to give amnesty to all the illegal immigrants that are in this country. They are going to initiate it in a piece of legislation, folks. I guarantee it. Mark my word. And is this American? I mean, folks, if you want to get a whiff of what's going on as far as the illegal immigration is concerned, I strongly challenge you on a Friday night, on a Saturday night, just park in front of a Western Union, a check cashing joint that has Western Union access. These people are cashing their checks or depositing the cash that they get from their employer, and they're sending it back to their country of origin. That's right, folks. They are sending it back to their country. You know that they're even taking part in the government subsidy system that we have, folks. We have illegal immigrants that are collecting free medical care, that are collecting Medicaid, that are collecting Social Security, and they're having it wired to a damn bank account outside of the country. I swear to you that this is happening in modern-day America. And why is it happening? Because of this damn liberalization and feminization and absolute pussification of America. And it makes me sick, folks. It makes me sick. That's why I continue to conduct these broadcasts, and I hope you, as an American patriot, I'm talking about a true American patriot, one who believes in the Constitution, the American way, I hope you do your part. And what do you need to do? You need to participate in this government. That means calling your congressmen, calling your senators, calling your state representatives, hounding those people in your local government, local city government, the bureaucrats of the school boards. Hound these people. It's your right to do so. This is our government, damn it. This government was made for the people and by the people. But if the people fall asleep at the wheel, you are seeing right now in today's America the very consequence of those actions. The people fell asleep at the wheel, folks, and we need to wake up and we need to take grasp of our government again. And what does that mean? That means participate in your government. That means you have to read a little bit. All right, most of you folks that have been laid off, most of you folks that have had your homes foreclosed, most of you people that are out here struggling, the reason you're struggling is because you were bamboozled. You people were fooled by the feminist and liberal media, by the feminist and liberal education system, to believe that the aspirations of all in life was to just live beyond your means until it was a limitless nirvana of materialism, all right? Even if you didn't own it, even if it just, you know, people were just giving you credit out of thin air. You just had to have it. The media told you had to have it. The music told you had to have it. Everybody told you had to have it. I'm sure your mom and dad told you had to have it. Folks, that's why you're in the situation you're in. And what's unfortunate is that, you know, folks like myself, folks that understood what was happening here in the past couple of years, I've been trying to get the word out that, hey, we need to stop acting like a bunch of morons. We need to stop acting like a bunch of immature teenage children. You know, like we just hopped out we're in college, we got a couple of credit cards, and we're acting like a bunch of ditzy idiots, blowing $300 on a credit card at the damn bar because, well, Visa gave me the damn credit line to do so. We had to stop doing this, folks. Now, to be completely honest with you, I don't know what the future holds for America. I mean, it's very uncertain. I mean, we've depleted the currency, the integrity of the currency. The only thing that is really keeping our economy alive is the fact that we're too stupid to realize the seriousness of the economic turbulence that we're in. And I don't mean that to be facetious or to be insulting. That is the honest truth. The only reason that this economy is still being propped up is because people are too stupid to realize what in the blue hell is actually happening here in America. And that's just the way it is, folks. I mean, this is a serious situation. And I'm terrified. I'm not trying to be some hyper sensationalist. There's a lot of people who supposedly try to call me out like, oh, I'm a fearmonger, I'm a hyper sensationalist. Folks, I'm a realist. All right, I read the bills. All right, taxpayer.net for all you idiots that want to attempt to read these bills in layman's terms. Go read it for yourself. I'm telling you, folks, we are in some dire straits here, and unless we pull our heads out of our asses and start holding these politicians accountable. And what does that mean? I'm talking about holding the damn politicians accountable and organizing and telling these people, hey, you better start sticking up for America and not some damn illegal immigrant. All right? Not backing up some foreign multinational corporation. We need to start promoting American business. We need to start promoting American innovation. We need to get the illegal immigrants out of the country. That's what we need to do, folks. We start doing these things little by little. I guarantee you that that economic turbulence will bounce off. But, folks, these Democrats and these liberals are making it worse. They're making it worse by spending at unprecedented levels, folks. And how are we able to spend so much money? Because we don't have it. I don't understand. We're printing money out of thin air. We're just printing it out. I mean, you know, there's so many trillions and billions of dollars out here that are, being, given to God knows who. It's becoming trivial. I mean, every week there's a $480 billion, domestic omnibus bill or whatever the hell the crap is, a stimulus package bill, a bailout bill. It's ridiculous. And you see, we're having some discourse about whether we should deport these illegal immigrants or not. I'm telling you, we don't have to deport them. We just have to make it so unbearable and so impossible for them to make a living in this country, they'll leave voluntarily, folks. I guarantee it. That's the only reason that these immigrants are in this country, because they know that all they have to do is undercut the average American worker. And what do? They price themselves below minimum wage or below industry standard. And as a result, the whole cost of labor as a whole in America goes down the tubes. So what we need to do, folks, and I don't mean to reiterate this, but let's go back over it, folks, so that you can possibly have some discourse about this subject matter to people that you know, or call your congressman or something of that nature. What we need to do is the federal government needs to grow a pair. They need to grow a pair, and they need to cut federal funding to all the cities that provide sanctuary to illegal immigrants. And I guarantee you that the people of those cities that are providing sanctuary to illegal immigrants are going to have a big problem with their city government trying to, put an immigrant on a pedestal above an American citizen. And I guarantee you that, immigrants wouldn't be liked very much in these cities if you cut federal funding to the sanctuary cities. And again, folks, we also need to try and convict these business owners and CEOs that are hiring these illegal immigrants, all right? These people, and I repeat, these people that are hiring illegal immigrants, these people are traitors, all of them. And they should be prosecuted accordingly, folks. I mean, how in this economic turbulent time, when everyone is feeling the pinch, how can a business or a CEO, a business owner, anyone, hire an illegal immigrant over an American citizen? And that's why I'm saying, folks, that's why I'm saying we need to come together as American people, and we need to hold these damn politicians accountable. And that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Anyway, I strongly advise you once again, folks, please bookmark the show website at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That is the official website. This is a spontaneous weekend edition. We usually broadcast Monday through Friday, 11:30 p.m., between the hours of 11:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central Time. But this is a spontaneous, free-format edition of the show. And for all the folks that are listening live, I appreciate it, and I appreciate those that are listening to the archive. You're listening to True Conservative Radio. Of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost, and we've been discussing some free-format subject matters, conservative commentary. If you have anything that you want to say to me, please give me a call at 646-652-4869. But we're just talking about random things off the head. And one thing that we need to talk about near and dear, folks, is America of the future. Well, what does America of the future look like? I mean, I don't understand how we are going to make anybody wealthy. And what do I mean by make anybody wealthy? That means providing the opportunity for those who, save up their nest egg and decide to take an investment risk or decide to, invest in a business venture. I don't see these people having the opportunity to attain massive amounts of wealth. I don't see it. And you see, until the American people start getting in the faces of these politicians and say, hey, look, We don't want handouts to the losers of American society. We want opportunity to the hard-working man and woman of American society. And you know who you are, folks. I'm talking to those people that have never collected a government subsidy. I'm talking to the people that overqualified to get a tax cut or get any of these liberal or feminist tax cuts out here. I'm talking to the people that are law-abiding citizens of this country. I'm talking about people who raise their families, who love their children, who have moral integrity, who understand that America was the greatest country on the face of the planet that provided everybody and anybody who wanted it an opportunity. And those are the people that I'm talking to, the hard-working American that pays their taxes, that goes to work every day. I mean, those are the people that I'm talking about. And these people are taking it up the tailpipe. And who is getting all the benefits of all this? Well, you're seeing it, folks. You're seeing the losers of America taking and benefiting off this ridiculous malarkey. And that's why I continue to conduct these broadcasts, folks. And if you disagree with me, you know, if you happen to be one of these liberal long hairs that continuously feed me all these ridiculous emails on a consistent basis, all these death threats and all this crap, you give me a call, all right? I always have a bunch of liberal fruity asses. They'll call up and try to agitate the show, try to prank call and all this other nonsense, but they fail to debate me on any of the issues. And the reason that they fail to debate me on any of the issues, folks, because how can you debate or how can you give credence to a persuasion that embraces the, moral decay of society, who embraces the economic turbulence that we're currently in and embraces it, of all things? They can't justify what's going on here, folks, and that's why you're going to continue to hear these people. You're going to continue to see these people continue to agitate, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and cut the show short here because, it looks like I'm going to have to get to other prior engagements. I thought that I may be able to extend the program an hour and a half or so, but unfortunately, that is not going to be the case. Please, folks, I strongly, urge you all to help me out and help the True Conservative Radio Show out by going to the website, ghostpolitics.blogspot.com. Go to that website and please, patronize the sponsors on that website. You'll greatly help the True Conservative Radio Show. And as a matter of fact, do it on, patronize the sponsors on any of the True Conservative content on any part of the internet to help, preserve the show, help promote the show, and help show the people that are holding the content. I'm talking about BTR, I'm talking about Blogspot, or anywhere else where I decide to deliver content. Let these people know that, hey, we believe in true conservatism. We believe in America, all right? And, folks, I'm sorry to cut the show short. Please tune in with me. Bookmark the webpage at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. I may go ahead and have another show either tomorrow evening, or I may have a show on Monday evening. Remember, I broadcast Monday through Friday between the hours of 11:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central Time Zone. Remember, this is True Conservative Radio. I believe in America, I believe in the Constitution, and I will not go quietly in that good night. I will not allow these liberals and these feminists to continue to implement the absolute pussification of America without me fighting, for Christ's sake. And I need you to spread the word about True Conservative Radio. And before I go, all right, I wanted to say to all those ass clowns that are out there spreading these ridiculous YouTube videos about me, I really don't appreciate it. I blogged today about it, and for all you folks that want to, have a crack and laugh at yours truly out here, I posted some of these YouTube videos that these ass clowns and these liberal agitators and all these idiots are making of yours truly. Go to the website at ghostpolitics.blogspot.com. You'll see some of the videos. Stop doing it, is what I'm saying. All you idiots that are doing that crap, I want you to cease and desist of doing that crap. I don't appreciate it, all right? I take my political persuasion very serious. And I don't really appreciate you folks sitting out here making a big gag reel about it, all right? Stop tickling your ass cracks and thinking you're cute by trying to agitate my show, all right? I'm trying to preserve the integrity of America, trying to preserve the integrity of the Constitution, all right? And I don't appreciate it, all right? And I'm seeing here in the chat room saying, hey, those YouTube videos about true conservative radio are pretty mean. You're damn right they were mean, and I don't appreciate it. You ass clowns better stop it. Anyways, folks, I'm sorry for getting all wild up. I appreciate everybody tuning in with me. We have a lot of listeners live. This is just an impromptu show. I really appreciate your patronage. Please bookmark the web pages. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Blogspot. Follow me on Blog Talk Radio Network, folks. I will not go quietly in that good night. Do not submit to the long-haired, liberal, bedwetting, Gloria Steinem, muff-diving, Karl Marx worshiping hippies out here. Long live the conservative movement, and death, death, death to feminism.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.